A planet has an upper atmosphere albedo of 0.105 and it is at an equilibrium temperature of 13 degrees with space. What is the incoming solar intensity from the star it orbits? Assume there is no greenhouse effect due to the atmosphere. Okay. Which, probably you can't do that. Okay, so the temperature of the planet is going to be 273.15 plus 13, which is going to be 286.15 kelvins. Did I do that right? Wow, that's like higher math. Okay. Albedo. I'm going to figure, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the radiation coming off the surface on the average, right? So the power on average coming off this planet is or the intensity, sorry. The intensity is power over area, is emissivity sigma area, temperature to the fourth over area is equal to, and then, well, let's assume that the emissivity of the Earth is just perfect. 5.67 times 10 to the minus 8th watts, meters minus 2 kelvins to the minus 4th. And then it's 286.15 kelvins to the 4th. So this will end up being watts per square meter ultimately, right? Okay, so let's do this. This is 1 times 5.67 times 10 to the minus 8th times that number I just got, 286.15. Okay, so on average, a square meter of this planet radiates into space 380.15, which means on its sunward side, and that's watts per square meter, right? On the sunward side, the intensity on the sunward side is going to be that 380.15 watts per square meter, which is actually coming out of 4 pi r squared, right? Divided by pi r squared, right? So it's going to be 4 times that on the sunward side. So times 4, and we get 1520.61 watts per square meter underneath the atmosphere, right? Absorbed. This is absorbed. So now we got to figure out what happened above the atmosphere, right? Okay, so we know that I absorbed is the I from the sun times 1 minus the albedo. Okay, so 1520.61 is the intensity from the sun times 1 minus 0.105. Is that what it is? Okay. Okay, so what I want to do is take the number on my calculator, divide by left parenthesis 1 minus 0.105 right parenthesis. 1699. I get that the intensity from the sun is 1699 watts per square meter. It's really 1700, but then the problem is, how do you write that? I guess you'd have to say 1.70 times 10 to the third, which kind of gives me a rash. That would be with 3 sig figs, right? That kind of gives me a rash. So I just wrote 1699. I know that it violates the whole sig figs thing, but sometimes you got to do that. All right.